Welcome back. Now, there's so many twists and turns to the opposition India bloc, their unity or divided unity stand over the last 1 year. This time last year, the Bihar Chief Minister and the JDU Chief Nitish Kumar took charge of bringing the opposition together to take on the dominant Bharatiya Janata Party in 2024 Lok Sabha polls. It was not just Nitish Kumar. There were so many other stronger leaders who had also come to the fore. Like you had Mamata Banerjee, you also had M.K. Stalin, you also had so many other leaders who did come to the fore. The Bihar Chief Minister had at that time travelled with a tight schedule from Patna to Delhi. He had hectic parleys, met the opposition leaders, also asked the grand old party to anchor the possible opposition front. Remember, this is also coming at a time when many people were writing off the Congress. As Nitish became the Sutradhar, his aspirations to become India's Prime Minister also came to the fore, with many talking about it, with many leaders talking about it, about what he could mean. Cut to December 2023, the India bloc huddled in 4 cities, Patna, Bengaluru, Mumbai and Delhi, discussed the 2024 battle, EVMs, opposition suspensions and so much more. But the bloc is still without that one leader, the one PM face. Is that the opposition's USP, or is that going to be the opposition's big challenge? However, in the last India bloc meet, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and Delhi Chief Minister Kejriwal suggested that the alliance should have a face for the PM's post. And to Nitish Kumar's surprise, or some would say, both of them went to name Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge as the PM face for India. Why not? Mr. Kharge is a prominent Dalit face in the opposition, is an influential figure in the state of Karnataka and can also emerge as the consensus candidate for the bloc. But the surprise pitch got a variety of responses. Some said it was done to target Nitish Kumar. Others said it was a bid to push the Gandhi family aside, hinting at an end of the Gandhi era. While the India bloc was overcoming Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar's dissent over the projection of Mallikarjun Kharge as the prime ministerial candidate, because the leader himself said that he's not disappointed with Kharge's name being proposed as PM. A new change to the story has now come to the fore, with NCP veteran Sharad Pawar proposing that there will be no consequences if a PM face is not projected. A big statement coming from Sharad Pawar, who said in the 1970s there was no PM face that was announced before the elections, and subsequently Morarji Desai had been given the top job after the results, hinting that his faction is not happy with the new proposal. However, this could also be, well, one of those strategies for the opposition to keep themselves together, considering there are so many PM aspirations within the opposition bloc itself. But it definitely seems to be a divided house, divided over PM ambitions or its opinion. It's a question that I'm asking to my panel this evening. But first, let's listen to who said what.
निवडणुकीमध्ये कुणी एका व्यक्तीला प्रोजेक्ट केलेलं त्या निवडणुकीचं आणखीन एक वैशिष्ट्य आहे, निवडणूक झाल्यावर पक्षाची निर्मिती झाली आणि निवडणूक झाल्यावर मोरारजी देसाईंची निवड झाली. निवडणुकीच्या आधी मोरारजीबाईंचं नाव सुद्धा कुठं नव्हतं आणि त्यामुळे कोणाचंही प्रोजेक्ट केलं किंवा कोणाचं नाही केलं त्याचे परिणाम होत असतात. लोक वजन करण्याच्या मनस्थिती वेळ आली असतील तर लोक निर्णय घेत असतात. मला स्वतःला असं दिसतंय, देश पातळीवरचे जे निर्णय घेण्याची जबाबदारी जनमानसांच्यावरती आहे, ती संधी त्यांना ज्यावेळी मिळेल त्यावेळेला त्यांचं मत, त्यांचं मान हे स्पष्ट होईल. त्याच्याबद्दल आता भाष्य करणं योग्य नाही.
यही हम कहते हैं, हम कुछ नहीं हमारा
कहा गया सर आप नाराज हैं?
बस गलत नहीं भाई, गलत नहीं, हम जरा भी नाराज नहीं है
भैया। 30 मई को
हम कह रहा था हमके ठीक बनाइए, जिनको भी बनाइए, हमको नहीं कोई इच्छा है। आप नहीं जानते, हम शुरू से बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन अब क्या कीजिए, कुछ से कुछ बोल देता है। लेकिन हम कहीं कुछ और नहीं बोलते सिवाय इसके कि तेजी से सिलेक्शन हो जाए और सब लोग आगे करें।
देखो, इन लोगों का जो इस तरह के घालमेल दिखाई पड़ रहा है, उससे एक चीज़ तो समझ में आती है कि 24 के चौक से और 34 के चौराहे पे पहुंचने की कोशिश है, चाल है। मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि 24 के चौक से 34 के चौराहे पर पहुंचने की कोशिश है ये, क्योंकि कांग्रेस की खटारा गाड़ी में खुर्राट सवारी जिस तरह बैठे हुए हैं, तो आगे गड्ढा और पीछे खाई। तो चाहे वो 24 हो, उसमें भी चारों खाने जीत होंगे, और 34 हो, उसमें भी जीत होंगे।
All right, I'm also being joined at this point by Pradeep Mahar, who is a BJP leader, as well as Dr. Chandan Yadav, and he is the state secretary for JDU. Also, Clyde Crasto, the spokesperson for NCP, joins us. Well, let me first straight take the question to Clyde Crasto at this point. Mr. Clyde, very interesting that Mr. Pawar would make this statement. Is this more of firefighting that's happening than really just a means to get everybody to huddle and just say, let's just keep it low profile, let's not just get divisive at this point again?
Well, Sneha, all I can tell you is that, it's making for a good reading or a good news kind of package that, Mr. Pawar said this. But what has he said that's not been said by the other leaders also? Mr. Kharge himself, when the so-called sources came out and said, that his name was kind of suggested, he said, let's win the elections first and then we'll take it forward. The fact is, there's a democratic process in the India Alliance, and we go through the democratic process. And after the elections are won, the elected representatives will come together and choose a leader. So what's wrong in that? Tell me something. Mr. Kharge's name, like the sources said, why not? There are so many leaders in the India Alliance who are capable of leading the country. They're all good leaders. But tell me one person.
Isn't that really the
BJP,
big challenge? And that's really, Mr. Clyde, isn't that really the big question? There are so many people who are capable, as you would say. Others would say there are so many people who are aspiring to be PMs. It's going to be so difficult to come down with one name.
Why would it be? I mean, if a country has some wonderful cricket players, you choose.
I'll allow Mr. Pradeep Mahar to respond to this. Mr. Pradeep, you've heard Mr. Clyde say, he's saying it's, yes, please. Yes, please.
What I'm trying to say is, in our country, if you have wonderful cricket players, you choose only 11. At that point of time, you have to make a selection. That's what we are going to do. So that's what I'm trying to say. But my question is, now hear me out. My question is, here we are as an alliance, as a democratic process, suggesting names. But tell me something, anybody from the N.D.I.A Alliance, along with the BJP, have the guts to suggest another name besides Mr. Modi? Why not Mr. Nitin Gadkari? Why not Mr. Amit Shah? Are they not capable leaders? The fact is, there's no democratic process followed there. We have a democratic process, and be assured, we will come up with a leader who will lead the country well.
Well spoken, Mr. Clyde. But let me also get at this point Pradeep Mahar, who is the leader for BJP. Mr. Pradeep, you've heard Mr. Clyde speak here. Mr. Pradeep, what would you really say to two things? One, Mr. Clyde saying, hey, we have a lot of leaders who are capable. We'll decide who's to lead, who's to be that one person once the elections are done. And to the allegation that BJP doesn't have a democratic process at all.
Forget about it. Forget about the second point, because they have to put some allegation. As far as there is
that is something that is always being spoken about. There's nothing to forget about it.
Yes.
No, you can't just rubbish off a opposition statement. That is not going to happen here. You have to respond.
Okay,
just the way they are responding to everything that you are saying, you have to respond.
Right. Let me address first question first. So the thing is this, there is a very interesting kind of a drama that is going on in this India Alliance. I don't call it I.N.D.I.A, because if you call it I.N.D.I.A means you are repeating A again. India and Alliance, so that will be double A then. India it is going to be, right? So, so the issue is, there is a very interesting drama going on. And drama is that Mallikarjun Kharge, they suggested Mallikarjun Kharge's name. Up now, Rahul Gandhi is here in the picture. Rahul Gandhi is going to start, Bharat Jodo Yatra, and Bharat Todo Yatra or Jodo, whatever you call it, and they're going to start it. And they want to project Rahul Gandhi as a prime ministerial candidate. That is for sure. That is their, internal choice, right? But this is not possible. There will be some internal drama that will be going on. And South-North kind of a issue that will be created within the Congress. So now, finally, in order to resolve the chaos that would have been created within the Congress, they have come up with a solution that we do not declare a candidate at all. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with the democracy.
But isn't that what BJP as well does?
A complete.
Coming to the second part of the allegation that the BJP doesn't have a democratic process, they don't have names that are given out. So who are they to ask questions is what they are asking.
As far as BJP is concerned, no. BJP doesn't have a democratic process. I mean, this sentence does not apply to BJP. The reason is we have had prime ministers who have come from different background, and they have come because they are the prime minister because of their capabilities. And the workers of BJP, the leaders of BJP accepted them as prime minister. So that's why I was saying that at least parties like Congress and other left parties or the so-called I.N.D.I.A Alliance, they do not have the guts to call it a democratic process in BJP. We know our process. Our process is well defined.
Okay.
We have people coming from different sects of the society, joining the politics, growing up, showing.
Let me just get in Dr. Chandan Yadav at this point, sir. Right. Dr. Chandan Yadav, you've heard both of the others speak at this point. Dr. Chandan Yadav, how do you make out of what Nitish Kumar has now spoken? Nitish Kumar अब बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे कोई पोजीशन लेने की इच्छा नहीं है. खरगे बने या ना बने उसमें ना मुझे डिससैटिस्फैक्शन है ना गुस्सा है, पर मुझे किसी पोस्ट की कोई उम्मीद नहीं है, इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. इसको पार्टी कैसे समझ रही है?
ये आपने जो कहा ये आपका वर्जन हो सकता है. नीतीश जी ने जो कहा है वो स्पष्ट रूप से कहा है, क्योंकि मीडिया में एक प्रोपेगेंडा चलाया जा रहा था कि नीतीश कुमार जी पिछले जो बैठक हुई थी उसके बाद वो नाराज चल रहे थे, जबकि ऐसा कहीं कोई बात नहीं है. आपने देखा होगा कि जो मीटिंग था वो एक अच्छे इन्वायरमेंट में पूरा मीटिंग चला. उसके बाद माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने सारी बातों को भी रखा है. इसी पर एक मीडिया के द्वारा प्रोपेगेंडा चलाया जा रहा था कि नीतीश कुमार जी इन चीजों से नाराज हैं कि उनको कन्वेनर नहीं बनाया गया. तो इन सारी चीजों से वो आगे निकल चुके हैं. माननीय मुख्यमंत्री पूरे देश के एकजुट किया है. I.N.D.A प्रबंधन जो बनाया है, इंडिया ने जो हमारा है, सूत्रधार नीतीश कुमार जो सूत्रधार होंगे हो जाएंगे. और उन्होंने शुरुआती से ही कहा है कि इच्छा में है कि वो सभी पार्टियों को एकजुट करके और जो चीजें हैं वो जल्दी से सब हो जाए. दूसरी बात मैं आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि बिहार के आम आवाम, बिहार के लोग, जनता दल यू के लोग, सभी लोग हम लोग चाहते हैं, क्योंकि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी में एक कैपेसिटी है, काम करने का तरीका है और वो लोकतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया से चलते हैं, तानाशाही प्रक्रिया से नहीं चलते हैं. जिस प्रकार से आज सदन में देख लीजिए कि सवाल करने के नाम पर सांसदों को निलंबित किया जा रहा है, ये कितना दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण बात है और ये बड़ी हैरत की बात है. और मैं तो ईश्वर का धन्यवाद करता हूं कि जो भी वहां प्रदर्शनकारी थे वो किसी अल्पसंख्यक समाज से नहीं थे, नहीं तो यही भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरे देश में आग लगा देती. तो ये तो ईश्वर का कृपा है कि वो प्रदर्शनकारी अल्पसंख्यक नहीं थे. तो इन सारी चीजों को भारतीय जनता पार्टी कैसे जस्टिफाई करती है? अभी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता यहाँ बैठ करके कह रहे थे कि हम लोगों के जो दल के नेता
आप कह रहे हैं कि आप पार्टी के जो वर्कर्स हैं, आप कह रहे हैं कि आप जो पार्टी के वर्कर्स हैं, आप विश्वास करते हैं कि और बिहार की जनता विश्वास करती है कि नीतीश कुमार काफी केपेबल है और वो पीएम बनने चाहिए, ये कहना चाहते हैं आप?
बिल्कुल. माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी में सारे गुण हैं जो एक प्रधानमंत्री जी में होना चाहिए.
और मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, ये बिहार के आम आवाम की मैं बात कह रहा हूँ, लेकिन हमारे नेता ने शुरुआती दिनों से ही स्पष्ट कर दिया है कि उनको इन सारी चीजों से ज्यादा रुचि ये है कि सभी विपक्षी ताकतों को एकजुट किया जाए और जिस प्रकार से भारतीय जनता पार्टी तानाशाही के साथ पूरे देश में सरकार चला रही है, उनको वहां से बाहर किया जाए।
Clyde, if I can get you, Mr. Clyde, here at this point. See, it's very interesting to see how the India alliance has been evolving over the last few months. They came out with the name India. BJP said we will not call them India. We are going to call them Indi. We are not going to call them India. So BJP has refuted that. Their names have started coming in. Proposals have started trickling in. The fact that Kejriwal and Miss Banerjee, both of them went ahead and said, let Kharge become the Prime Minister. That itself is very out of turn, but very surprising also that both of them agreed on that. Then disagreements followed. You know, a big challenge before the opposition at this point really isn't it about perceptions, because you may say you have a lot of players. But when you talk about so many players and you have 2024 elections right knocking at your doors, the challenge of perception and a divided vote bank, isn't that going to be a very big challenge before the opposition?
Absolutely
Something
not.
that BJP really is, at least within its camps, claiming to play on.
See, first of all, BJP is behaving very childish. They're going to say that we only say Indi, not India. That doesn't take anybody's, my name can't change what it is. Your name can't change what it is. It stays the way it is. The fact is that, perceptions that you were talking about. The perceptions is what the media or the BJP is trying to create. But why is the BJP so worried? I mean, if they don't care what India Alliance has or any leader, why are they worried? They think they're invincible. So why do they care? The fact of the matter is, instead of concentrating on all that they are supposed to do, they're concentrating so much on what the India Alliance is doing that they don't know whether they're coming or going. The fact is, there may be challenges. We will overcome it. There are challenges everywhere. We are fighting an election. This is not some child's play. So challenges will come up. We will fight together. But the fact is, the India Alliance is together. And the fact that everybody is discussing India Alliance, the fact that BJP is looking into what India Alliance is doing, because we are a formidable force. And like you said earlier, there will be different names coming up. Why not? I mean, they have all the right. If somebody is suggesting a name, they have all the right to suggest the name, and we will go forward. But at the end of the day, the elected representatives will come together and choose a leader, and that's way forward. So why not? What is the harm in doing so? I mean, if they do not want to follow a process, let them
That's
not follow
also
it.
a very important statement you're saying. You are claiming that elected representatives
I said that
will
beginning of my
decide on a
statement
PM
also.
phase. That's a big statement.
Yes. Yeah. I said that.
Correct. And I'm reiterating that because that is a very important statement. You are not you are saying that the final meeting where the PM phase will be decided, it's not going to have any legacy leaders, irrespective of which party, whether it is Pawar, whether it is Sonia Gandhi. Excuse me, they are not going to be part of that meeting.
No. What's so surprising about this?
It is very surprising. I think that is a very big statement to say, considering the history that the opposition is coming with.
No, but you know what, Sneha? I've said this before in many debates, not now, before also. When that's what the democratic process is all about. So I don't know, even Mr. Pawar or Mr. Kharge or any of the leaders have said this. Let the elections get over. When people who are elected, they will come together and decide. Everybody sits together and decides. That's how it is. So what's so surprising and big statement? That's not a big statement. That's the process of democracy.
Mr. Pradeep, how do you respond to this? Mr. Pradeep, that's going to be a big change in the opposition. If at all the opposition gets, a mandate that is anywhere close, that's going to be a big change in what we have been seeing in the past.
I mean, forget about the mandate. They not even close. Actually, the main issue is they are like feeling as if because in 2024 they are going to lose everything. So in order to protect their parties so that they have at least some representation. Opposition has some kind of a representation in Lok Sabha. This is the whole fight this India Gadbandhan is meant for. So forget about it. And let me reiterate the words of Castro, as he said, that there is a team. So team without a captain, what it is going to do? Ultimately, every team have to have a captain in order to succeed. So what they're saying is the team will decide captain later on. Actual reality is this, that they are very confident that there is no possibility of India Alliance to win. So forget about leadership. Who is going to lead? Who is going to become prime minister? How does it matter? So no leader is required. Only thing that is required is at least they can protect themselves by coming together, and some of the opposition can at least survive. So actually, they are fighting for their survival. They are not fighting for making the government or coming close to making the government or whatever.
Mr. Clyde, that's something that the BJP has always been negating the opposition on. A normal tone that you've been listening to them on every debate that they would come to. In fact, you just responded, Mr. Clyde, so let me just get in with Dr. Chandan. अगर आप बीजेपी के लीडर को आपने अभी सुना, उनका एक ही टोन होता है हमेशा, मैंडेट को भूल जाइए, वो अपने अस्तित्व, अपने सर्वाइवल के लिए ही स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. ये जो अभी लेटेस्ट चैलेंज ऑपोजिशन के बीच में आया है पीएम फेस के लिए, क्या ये उसी का एक सूत्रधार हो सकता है?
देखिए, जिनको नाम से ही प्रॉब्लम है, जो इंडिया गठबंधन नाम लेने से उनको प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, तो ये गठबंधन क्या कर सकता है उनको पता है. जिस प्रकार से हमारे मित्र यहाँ भारतीय जनता पार्टी के बैठे हुए हैं, बीजेपी के प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट बीजेपी तय करेगा, उस प्रकार से इंडिया गठबंधन में जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट होंगे उनको हम लोग लोकतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया से तय कर लेंगे. उनको बहुत चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है. वो कह रहे हैं कि सर्वाइवल के लिए हम लोग यहाँ खड़े चुनाव में जा रहे हैं, तो इससे तो उनको खुशी होना चाहिए. ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन उनकी परेशानी ये नजर आ रही है. नेतृत्व से लेकर के सारे नेता ये परेशान सिर्फ नाम से हैं, तो इसी से ये पता चलता है कि उनकी क्या स्थिति है.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. It's, of course, one of the points that's going to be spoken on and debated, discussed several times in a run-up to the 2024 elections. This is also something that the BJP is going to play a lot on, but very crucial elections ahead. And Mr. Clyde, you want to make a very quick remark? I can't give you more than 10 seconds.
Okay, quick. See, if we were worried about our existence, we would be running behind the BJP. The ones who are worried about their existence are joining the BJP. BJP takes them, puts them in the washing machine and brings them out clean. So those are the ones who are running to them for their existence.
Mr. Pradeep, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, Mr. Pradeep. 10 seconds.
They have the tendency to go into their washing machine.
So they are continuously saying that we are worried of I.N.D.A. Bloc. We are not at all worried of I.N.D.A. Bloc.
All right.
They are the people who are collected together.
We're totally out of time. Thank you very much for joining us. This is something that is going to be discussed and debated several times round.